Hi, it's Laura with Following the Paper Trail, and I have my birdhouse mini kits to show you. I've been trying to get this video made for 3 or 4 days. I've already sold a whole bunch of the kits for this one. This is the class that I'm going to be doing this Friday, the 24th and 25th. It's Friday and Saturday. It's a kit class that I'm going to be doing on Ustream for a birdhouse mini. See, there's a little bird guy here. This is the Jubilee version, the gorgeous new K & Company paper called Jubilee. It's absolutely exquisite paper. And this mini, as you see, it looks like a birdhouse. And then this part pops out like so. Whoops, that's the back. Like so. The inside of the mini is not fully embellished yet. So essentially this is the box. The mini pops out of it. And the roof is incorporated as part of the mini. There's the cover. As I said, it's not complete yet, but I wanted to go ahead and show it. I will do a YouTube video just featuring just the mini when it's all finished up. So inside then, the pages, they're almost like cards. They open up. They have photo mats and tags that fit in little pockets on the inside. You then flip it up, and it has the same thing on this side as well. And then sandwiched in between those two as part of the pages, there's some sleeve pockets that these little tags that fit in between. And so those can slide through and come out both sides. And so you just make as many of those kind of pages as you want. I have, as I said, I haven't done all the embellishments on this just yet, but oh, this paper is just absolutely yummy. It's got butterflies and bugs, and it's just very nature oriented. It's so gorgeous. I just absolutely love it. So here's just the pages. As I said, not embellished yet, but we'll get that part all done. Oops, got that guy upside down. I had him out of the book and I put him back in upside down. But tons of real estate in this. So let me go ahead and show you the two different kit versions I have. As I said, this one's the Jubilee. I have the outside box done for the other, which uses the 7 Gypsies. It uses the 7 Gypsies Conservatory paper. And here's what this one is looking like. As I said, don't have the book done on this one yet. Just got the roof covers made. There's the bird there on the front. So as you can see, here's that done with the flowers. As you all know, I'm into flowers. I use flowers a lot on my books. Well, that's just falling off. So let me go ahead and show you what comes in the kits. I still have quite a few of the Jubilee ones available. The Conservatory ones are getting pretty thin as the number I have because I didn't make as many of those. Ton of paper in these because it does have so much real estate in it. It does use a lot of paper. So this uses both of the 2 pads of Jubilee that are available, the decorator paper and the specialty paper. So there are actually these are double-sided 6x12 papers, and there's 26 of them. They are so stunning. They are absolutely exquisite. So as I said, so there's 26 of these double-sided papers in here. And I tell you, making it, you use pretty much all this paper just because there's so much real estate to put your photos, your journaling, all that kind of good stuff in there. Aren't these pretty? There's that one bird. Everybody got at least one bird. I was trying to be very careful to make sure everything was really as equitable as I possibly could. But oh, whoops, is that the back side? Nope, that's not the back side of that one. Some of them have some foil on them. Some of them have some embossed texture on them. Some of them have glitter on them. They are just absolutely exquisite papers. This one's kind of got a frosty glimmer to it. They are just, as I said, look at how many papers are here. I just couldn't resist, and I loved both pads, so I ended up using both of the pads to make sure that you had plenty of paper to be able to make this. So, and it just keeps on going. And then on top of all the 26 pattern papers, it's a good thing YouTube went to 15 minutes because I'm going to need it. On top of all the patterned papers, I love this one because I love that bug there in the green. There are 10 cardstocks, and these are all Basil cardstocks. There are 10 of the Basil cardstocks that I coordinated with the paper collection, and those are all 6x12s. Then there's some lighter weight cardstock. I think there's 6 of these that I use to punch the flowers and stuff out of, just because the punches are a little bit easier out of this little bit lighter weight, solid, smooth finish cardstock. And these are 5.5 by 8.5, so they're half of a 5.5 by 11, 8.5 by 11 sheet. And there's 6 of those. You then get a couple of plain white. There's 3 of these of the plain white, 8.5 by 11, and that's used to line your box as well as for punching some of the trim, or at least that's what I used it for. Also included in your kit, there's some, and this wasn't showed in the photos of the kit, you're going to have some keys, a pair of lighter weight chipboard keys in black, and what I use those for, and I'll show you how to do this on the Ustream class, that's what I used for his little perch. And it was the keys. So then there's a butterfly, a Tattered Angels butterfly cardstock frame, and then just put black behind the circle, and that's the hole, quote unquote, into the birdhouse. Then there's also some of the Jubilee, some of the just chip cardstock punched little elements. So everybody, and these will vary from kit to kit. Everybody gets at least a large one and then some smaller ones. So those, as I said, vary. And then also everybody will get a butterfly and a bird. And I can never remember how to pronounce this. It's the Cavallini, these Cavallini tags. They're absolutely gorgeous. But everybody will get a butterfly and a bird. And those will also vary. You'll also get your little bird, and the colors on these varied as well, but they're really super cute and they go with it really well. There's a whole fistful of Prima flowers, and I'm using all the Prima ones on the inside because they're a little bit flatter in these soft, really pretty colors. So there's a whole handful of those for doing your embellishing. Let's see if I can drop them all. Then there's a big old handful of silk flowers as well. And this one has burgundy, purple, green. Oops. So then what I did with these is I mixed these with some punch flowers, and that's what I used mainly on the covers. There's a couple of sprigs of greenery as well. In terms of the hardware, there's some bling. There's some paper clips, there's the rings, the binding rings, the little beads that you can then paint to make feet. You could always get some of those Tim Holtz feet as well, but I decided not to put those in the kit. They weigh a ton, and it was just going to make shipping way too expensive. So there's the hardware that goes with it. There's 2 yards of the thin ribbon that's used for the lacing on the outside, and then there is a variety of 6 different ribbons that can be used for tying onto the rings and embellishment and that sort of thing. So that is for the Jubilee kit. Now for the Conservatory kit, and I just love, this doesn't want to stay without the book in there. I just love the papers that came with this one. This one comes with 4 each of the 6, so 24 sheets of the 8x8 papers. These as well are double-sided. So it's got the 8x8, and then it's got some 6x6. So this one's got the caterpillars and bugs. This one's got the bird's eggs, and then that print on the back. Some sort of a plant. I'm not exactly sure what kind that is. And this is one of them I used on the outside of the book. Bird eggs. Love this feather. It's got a handwritten note on the back. Here's some butterflies and a cool bird. I'm not on camera very well. Whoops. That's what's on the back of this one. And then the birds. These are all the 8x8s. There are also a sheet each of the 12x12s in the kits. So the birds, exactly the same, just larger scale. The bugs, the plant, the bird eggs, the other bird eggs, and the butterflies and birds. So that's all the 7 Gypsies papers. There are also, again, 10 different basil cardstocks that I color coordinated with this group, a little bit more neutral in tones. Those are really pretty. Again, the smoother, lighter weight cardstock, 6 again of those for doing punches and that sort of thing. So there's those. And then this kit has 2 of the paper bag cardstock, the natural craft cardstock for the lining the book, and then a sheet of the black that I use for doing the punches. And the punch that I used on this one for this gate, is actually a Halloween punch that's out right now, and it has little bats on it, and I just cut the little bats off so that I can use this year round because it's perfect for garden themed stuff. Also in this one is, again, the keys. This one has the Tattered Angels watch face, watch fob is for the entrance to the birdhouse. Again, you just put black paper behind that. Same deal with the bird tag and a butterfly tag, and those vary from kit to kit. And then these just have a variety of just kind of fitting theme-wise with some of the motifs and stuff that are on the paper. So I just thought these were really cool. So that's the cardstock elements. Same sort of thing in terms of the hardware, the rings, some paper clips, some colored brads, the beads, some cool bling. So those you can use for in your embellishments. Again, a bird, and I tried to do the color coordination to where the more neutral tone birds were with these kits. So let me switch to the other side of the camera. On this one, then, we have the Prima flowers in the neutral colors. They're in whites and creams. And these can then, excuse me, because you can't get Prima flowers necessarily in the colors that go with this one, then you can color them. I'm going to show you a couple ways to color them during the class. And then, again, another fistful of the silk flowers, or nylon flowers, or whatever they're made out of. There's kind of this coppery color. There's some white. There's some green. There's some really yummy chocolate. These kind of a velvety texture to them. So just really a handful of those. A couple of sprigs, again, of the greenery. 6 different ribbons. Copper's Rust Aqua. That seafoamy green, chocolatey brown. Again, color coordinates really well. And then this one has, for the lacing, has 2 yards of a cream light. They also, both kits include the chipboard that you're going to need. It is not pre-cut, but it's the quantity that you need. This is for the Jubilee. The Conservatory is actually going to have a 12 by 12 piece in there that you can cut down, but that was to help protect the 12 by 12 paper so they didn't get bent up in shipping. But there's enough of the chipboard in there. Also included in the kit is the pattern, which is sent to you via an email PDF. So anyway, this is what is in the Birdhouse. It's called the Garden Birdhouse mini album. You can go to, there's a direct link on my blog at followingthepapertrail.blogspot.com, or you can also go directly to my Etsy, and that is followthepapertrail.etsy.com. And the class is going to be on Ustream this Friday at 7 p.m. Pacific time, and then it'll be at 10 o'clock on Saturday morning, again Pacific time. Both classes, I always say 2 hours, but you know, I never get done that fast. And what I'm hoping, kind of the plan right now, is we're going to work on the box on Friday and the pages on Saturday, but one never knows. I could switch that up and do the pages on Saturday. So we'll have to wait and see what we decide to do. But sure, make a fun, cute mini. So anyway, so go check it out on my blog, on my Etsy store, and we'll see you on Friday night at the class. Thanks a bunch.